everyone, it's Abby Cooper and Lewis Cooper. Lewis Cooper. He says hi. And today I am so excited because I get to share with you the first chapter of my new book. In case you haven't heard, it's called Friend or Fiction, and it has a little something to do with writing and fiction and pencils. Pencils. And I am so excited to share chapter 1 with you. Friend or Fiction, it's called The Blank Page, and it goes like this. I'm kind of excited to show you. Can you tell? Okay, I'll get to it now. Observation. You can love something, but not really like it very much. Questions for further research. Why, Lunchtime? Why? I tucked my observation journal into my bag and scanned the cafeteria. This was supposed to be the best part of the day. At least for most people it was. Most people grabbed their lunches as fast as they could and went to their tables with their best friends to laugh and talk and make plans for after school. Most people got to forget about anything bad and just relax and hang out and eat. Sometimes, during the time it took me to get my brown bag out of my locker and sit at my table, I got sad. But then, once I sat down, I remembered. I was going to have lunch with my best friend too, just like everybody else. Only my best friend wasn't like anyone else's. She was better. I sat in my usual spot, took out my cheese sandwich and my yellow notebook, and waited. Sometimes she showed up right away. Other times she took a little longer. Today must have been one of those other times, because it felt like she was taking forever. I thought about what we might do when she finally got here. After eating, maybe we'd share my headphones and listen to music the way Nia and Zara always do. Or maybe we'd purposely give ourselves milk mustaches and take really funny selfies like Molly and Casey do. We could even do some things that people around here couldn't, too. Like make plans for the weekend, and next weekend, and next year. People in Tivita, Colorado moved away all the time. I've heard adults call this place a transient town, which must mean it's not good enough to stay or something, because you never really knew who would be at school on Monday and who would have moved on to a new town. But Zoe was always the sure thing. Not only did we have today together, we had all our tomorrows too. Still, there was a pang deep down in the pit of my stomach as I watched everybody else having fun. For a second I thought Nia and Zara were going to invite me to come sit with them, but then they looked away. I frowned at my notebook. What was taking Zoe so long? Mrs. Yang, my English teacher, always says that the hardest part is starting. No matter how long you've been writing or how much you love it, she says, sometimes the blank page can be the scariest thing there is. She says you should just put a word on it. Any word. Then put another one. I opened my notebook. Zoe and Jade and the best lunch ever, I wrote at the top. 8 words. Take that, blank page. I stopped staring at Nia and Zara and Molly and Casey. I took a deep breath. I wrote more. I took a bite of sandwich. I kept going till the warning bell rang, and when it did, I barely even noticed. In my story, Zoe and I had just finished taking our milk mustache selfies, and now we were making origami napkin birds for each other. She was drawing funny faces on them and pretending hers were talking, and I was trying to make mine talk back, but I couldn't because I was laughing too hard. When I finally closed my notebook and gathered my stuff, I noticed all the faces looking my way. As bad as blank pages were, blank stares were even worse. My pale skin felt as red as my hair. Yeah, I wrote during lunch, so what? It was pretty obvious by the looks I got that people thought it was weird that my nose was always buried in my notebook. But the one thing they never did was ask. That was fine, though. I didn't want to tell anybody what I was writing anyway. Out of the corner of my eye, I peeked at Gresham Gorham, or Clue as everybody called him. It was bad enough that he knew my secret. As if he could feel me looking, Clue turned and stared me right in the face. His dark, serious eyes dropped to my notebook. Then they flashed to the one in his lap. My heartbeat quickened, so I took a few long breaths. I pushed my purple glasses up higher on my nose and hugged my notebook to my chest. That calmed me down right away, same as it always did. Forget Clue. Forget other people. Forget everything. I had Zoe, and that was all that mattered. So that was chapter 1 of Friend or Fiction. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll keep reading the rest of the book. It's available October 8th, 2019 from Charlesbridge. And if you like Friend or Fiction, I hope you'll check out my other books, Sticks and Stones and Bubbles. And for more videos and updates, be sure to follow me here on YouTube at Abby Cooper Author, or on Twitter and Instagram at _A Coops, COOPS_. And you'll get all the latest and greatest news about my books and Lewis and all the important things. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.